What's up, everybody? Valdez Budgetz here. Um, no cash stuffing today, no saving challenges today. That'll be tomorrow, or hopefully saving challenges this weekend. I do get paid tomorrow. I already know what's budgeted and what's gonna hit the account and what I'm gonna cash stuff and take out. So even though I know it was a day early on a Thursday, like it is today, I knew I was going to cash stuff soon. So I was going to take it out today, but it's over $2,000, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do that today because my mind isn't into it, I guess. Um, so yes, I've been unemployed since a week before Thanksgiving. I've been on the job hunt, trying to find a good job or a career that I can step back into, but I don't want to take a bridge job, meaning I don't want to go work and make ends meet, which is okay to do, but right now I'm okay. What I want to do is continue to look for a job that I know I'll be utilizing the skills I've learned, the stuff I went to school for, the things I've been doing for the last 10 plus years. It's difficult because I've been out of the interview and resume game, so I'm getting help with that. Get through a career coach. I canceled my appointment yesterday with her. I wasn't really feeling it as far as getting on the camera and just talking about things. This, I guess, career counselor, it was a good parting gift from the company that I was laid off from. So I did a whole month of, doom and gloom, woe was me type deal, and I watched a lot of YouTube, which basically became my crutch, and it still is, but I'm turning it into a positive outlet for me. I watched many videos about talking about being laid off, / being fired, / quitting, but it all comes down to the basic same thing. It sucks. I do get a severance pay, I do get unemployment, but how long will that last? It's not going to last for very long. Do I want a job right now? Absolutely. Would I be able to step into an interview panel or panel room full of people interviewing me and then pass with flying colors? Probably not. I'd probably end up talking too fast, talking too much, saying too many things about that's not relevant to the job or to the position I'm being applying for. When I get in front of people, I like to talk. It's my thing I like to do. But at the same time, it could be a great thing to have as far as experience. I watched a couple of YouTube videos about a guy. He did 300 interviews, had 25 jobs, and these were like really high-end paying jobs or corporate jobs. I'm like, wow, he must have really good interview skills to get the job. So I thought about it. I'm going to work on my interview skills just to get into the room, right? Get the resume looking good, get into the room, and then, razzle and dazzle them like I normally would have done in front of a group of people anyway through my last job, right? Teaching people how to be safe, helping people make informed decisions about their safety at work and at home. Through this cash budgeting journey, I've been able to keep my mind on things and not necessarily spend on everything and anything. So I would like to continue this journey going into 2024 with the help of the people that are in the community now. I've reached out to several. I've got several tips, comments, and learned some tricks, which is cool because it is different for everybody, meaning everybody's budget is different. Not everybody's budget is the same. There are people that have been doing this for years, people that have been doing it since last week, but we all have one thing in common, right? We want to get better at what we do with our money. We want to erase our debt. We want to, prosper, give our kids something to look forward to as far as a life skill. I have a 20-year-old daughter in the Air Force. She actually works for finance. But when I told her I was doing this budgeting thing a couple months ago, she got excited because she's never seen me do stuff like this before. I'm still going through a divorce. Again, still unemployed, but this budgeting community has helped me a lot. I did have a community of friends through work, and normally, work doesn't constitute as a friend circle or a friendship gathering or a community of friends, but that's all I had at the time for the past 16 months. I lost my community of friends August of last year, or this year, or 2022, of last year, and I've been on my own pretty much since then. I have my family that would do anything for me, help me with anything, which is great. But in the midst of all of that, despite having all that support, I still feel alone. And it is by choice. My friend group, community that I lost, they were great for the last 10 years. They were great pillars of my life, and I hope I meant something to them. In the meantime, I have to find new friends and find new groups, and I've tried over the years, or the year, and it's been very difficult. I don't have many same interests as many people, which is fine. Like many other people, don't have the same interests as me. But the things that I did do with my friend group, I'm not able to do here in the town that I live. I have to go an hour away just to be able to partake in that type of training or exercise or physical activity that I used to do every single day for 3 to 4 hours. So it's not a total loss for that, but all the hanging out, especially during the holidays last year, it was rough. I didn't get to thank the Christmas cards, the happy holidays. I didn't get any of those things, and it was all my fault. I've admitted that many times, and I've come to terms that I need to stop beating myself up over it. Right? People make mistakes. We understand that, but living through the consequences is a different thing. Some people grieve, and some people get past certain things a lot faster than others. Me, it took a while, because in the midst of losing my community, a month later I had ACL surgery from an injury that earlier last year, and that injury took me out off and on until I finally decided to, hey, you know what? I lost my friend group. I messed up. I got to get the surgery. So I thought taking that time to recoup and be at home, while being separated would help. It didn't. It was horrible as far as mobility and getting back to work. My kids, they still did the same things as they did, but for me it was a mental change because I wasn't training every single day, a couple hours a day like I was before. Then the holidays hit. That's when I felt really alone. Yes, I had my family, I had my kids with me, but at the same time there's that one lack of, belongingness to a group of people that I really, really missed. And I looked up to a lot of people in my friend group. I hope some of them looked up to me in a small aspect. But losing all of them, I had to grow from the experience. So the holidays went. I spent time with family. Then the new year hit, and then I got some other bad things happening. I didn't do anything, right? It just went from one thing to another. Wasn't my doing. It was somebody else that I knew. But mid-year, I started budgeting and started to make my own friend group again. But they're hours away. Some of them are states away. And as an extroverted, introverted person, I need both, right? Being unemployed and being an extrovert is super tough. So I'd go to stores and walk around and say hi to everybody and anybody, make jokes with some of the customers and some of the staff that are working there, just to get that human interaction. But it's been different this holiday season. I've been able to kind of be comfortable with not having a friend group, not having a group or one person to fall on or fall back on or lean on for when those dark times come about. Again, I have my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my kids, my niece and nephew. I have them. But at the same time, they can only do so much, and I can only ask of them so much, which I don't want to ask for the world, because I am supposed to give them the world. Has budgeting helped me day to day? Absolutely. Do I recommend people do this to find a niche group or a group outside of themselves with a common bond? Absolutely. Everybody needs to budget their money, unless you're, spending hand over fist and, you're able to do that. But most of us in this community cannot do that. I like the style of how things are done, but when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to save money. We're just all trying to make sure we have money saved, money to be able to do the things we want to do. and budgeting, the cash envelope stuffing, budgeting this way helps out with that. So if anybody's checking this out, I encourage anybody and everybody to just at least start, or start again if you started before. I've met people that, I tell them, oh yeah, I cash envelope stuff, like, oh yeah, I've tried that, it didn't work out for me, and I'd ask them, what didn't work out for you? And usually it's the same answer of, I couldn't commit to it, I was the only one doing it, it wasn't, really needed at the time. And those are cool, those are valid excuses to not do something. We all have woes, we all have debt, more or less, we all have bills to pay, there's things that we have to pay. And when the cash envelope stuffing community or budgeting community came along, I was like, wow, this is cool. I could be my own individual person and ask questions. It would still be me, but have a common bond with all these other people, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'm still learning a lot. I'm not going to have it perfect, especially going into this new year with this past season that just happened. There's been a lot of things different with the budget. I'm going to be changing sinking funds, doing a lot of different savings challenges. Hopefully when my daughter gets back home from her friend's house, she decided to stay over at some friend's house a couple days in a row, but just checking in when needed. And hopefully we get to those challenges, because yes, I have the money saved for the challenges, but the challenges will be able to get my son and daughter involved, which I really, really want them to be involved. I mean, I could do the challenges myself like most everybody does online, but I want to be able to get them involved so they understand where the money goes, why we save the money, why this budget or plan for the money is important. And I don't want to do that without them saying, hey guys, I uploaded a video without you guys, and this channel and these videos and the community is for them too. So yeah, quick easy video. I'll show my cash stuffing probably this weekend. I'll have the kiddos involved, and hopefully all the numbers work out correctly. This is Valdez Budgetz. I'm out.